I'm Bonnie Cannoni, founder of Abolish Abortion Florida. Most of you have heard of the Texas Heartbeat Act that allows private citizens to sue someone who aborts a baby with a heartbeat. What you may not have heard is that a Florida state representative is planning to file a nearly identical heartbeat bill here in Florida. Abolish Abortion Florida is a Christian movement. We believe that a human life begins at the moment of fertilization, that every human being is made in the image of God, and that all abortion is murder, regardless of whether an unborn child has developed a heartbeat and no matter how they were conceived. In that light, I want to give you some important facts about the Texas Heartbeat Act and what effect such a law would have on Florida abortions. First, the Heartbeat Act only relates to preborn children whose heartbeats are externally detectable. Although a baby's heart begins to beat at around 21 days, the heartbeat cannot usually be detected until at least 6 weeks at the earliest, but can happen much later depending on the equipment used, the mother's body size, and the baby's location in the womb. This is very significant because in Florida, 75% of all abortions are done at or before the 6-week mark. That means that a Florida heartbeat law would fail to protect at least 75% of all babies vulnerable to abortion. Even worse, the law provides for the paid assassin to conduct the ultrasound and search for the heartbeat. The abortionist does not have to provide a photo or video of the ultrasound. They just need to make a written notation in the medical record. We're trusting a murderer who makes their living off of shedding the blood of innocent human beings to tell the truth. Secondly, the Heartbeat Act depends on private citizens to enforce the law through litigation. Romans 13 says our rulers are servants of God who carry out God's wrath on the wrongdoer. But the Heartbeat Act does not hold our civil magistrates, the people we elected into office and whom our tax dollars pay, does not hold them responsible for making or enforcing laws to provide equal protection from homicide to all human beings or to punish their murderers. This means you and I have to personally investigate and personally sue an abortion provider after they've already killed a baby. Our rulers force us to be the enforcers. And as lay people, we do not have the same investigative powers as law enforcement. We cannot get search warrants to gather evidence, but would have to rely on subpoenaing records and witnesses after filing suit. What records are we going to subpoena? We wouldn't even be able to find out the patient's name unless she tells us. The doctor doesn't have to provide a copy of the ultrasound. The witnesses all get paid or have a personal motive to kill babies. How is a lay person to get enough information to file and win a lawsuit? In the event you can provide enough evidence to actually win a lawsuit, the penalty for someone who performs or assists in an illegal abortion is $10,000. $10,000 for the life of a unique, distinct, individual human being who was knit together by God, made in his image, and then murdered by man in the womb of his or her mother. No jail sentence, no death penalty. $10,000. Less than the price of a beat-up used car. And the mother who hired the killer, made the appointment, paid the money, and willingly carried her preborn infant to be poisoned or torn into little bloody shreds gets nothing. No punishment, no fine, no prosecution. This, brothers and sisters, is not justice. A Texas judge has already barred Texas Right to Life and the public from suing Planned Parenthood, ruling that such a lawsuit would unfairly deprive Planned Parenthood of a way of defending itself against a frivolous suit. So even though the Supreme Court has not yet, and I stress yet, ruled against the Texas Heartbeat Act, it is effectively on hold against lawsuits being filed. And abortions are booming in Texas, according to eyewitnesses at the clinics. The only difference is that women are getting their murder on earlier than they did before the law went into effect. You may be wondering if a Florida heartbeat bill is the best we can do here to fight abortion. Well, it's not. We can do much better. Florida has the right under the U.S. Constitution and the God-given duty to nullify, or in other words, to ignore and even if necessary, to openly defy wicked unconstitutional laws and rulings. That's right, Florida has the power to completely ignore Roe v. Wade and every other Supreme Court ruling that purports to authorize murder by abortion. In fact, Florida is already openly violating federal law and Supreme Court rulings to legalize marijuana. Roe isn't even a law. It's a court opinion. And even if the Biden administration passes a federal abortion law, there is no reason why we cannot ignore it, just like we're currently ignoring federal marijuana laws. Anthony Sabatini, the state representative who is planning to file the Florida heartbeat bill, has filed many bold and courageous bills in this session. He's fighting for gun rights, constitutional open carry. He's fighting vaccine passports and employer vaccine discrimination. He's an attorney and he knows all about nullification. In fact, he even recorded a video about the benefits of nullifying any federal laws that might be passed to ban or restrict our Second Amendment right to carry firearms. So why won't he do the same thing with abortion? At least 9 other states have filed bills to nullify Roe and outlaw all abortion as murder. But these bills have all been shot down, not by pro-aborts, not by Planned Parenthood, but by Republican legislators who profess to be pro-life. Why? This is why we need your help. Being pro-life is no longer enough. We must band together and outlaw all abortion. Not regulate it, abolish it. If you believe that abortion is murder, it's time to act like it. First and foremost, I would like you to pray. Pray for our repentance as a nation that has promoted filth and abominations of all kinds, but has also defiled the land for decades with the bloodshed of millions upon millions of our preborn neighbors. Pray for our leaders to be wise and strong enough to withstand the pressure and temptations they are under and to do the right thing as God commands. Please take a few minutes to share this video with everyone you can. We have to get this information out to the public so they can be informed and take action. Next, I'm asking you to contact 4 officials, and I'll provide their contact information below. First, I'd like you to contact Mr. Sabatini and respectfully let him know that even though you appreciate all the sincere and bold ways that he is fighting for our rights, you will not support a Florida heartbeat bill because it does not go far enough. Then I'd like you to contact Governor DeSantis and tell him the same thing. Thank him for fighting for us, but let him know that we, the people of Florida, demand that preborn human beings be provided equal protection and equal justice by outlawing all abortion as murder from conception without exception. I'd like you to also contact Chris Sprowls, the Speaker of the Florida House of Representatives, and Wilton Simpson, the President of the Florida Senate, both of whom have confirmed their support for a heartbeat bill, and let them know the same thing. Then I'd like you to contact your own state representative and your own state senator. I'll provide a link so that you can easily look them up and call them and email them. Let them know you are praying for them and you appreciate the hard work of a legislator, but remind them that they are our servants and not the other way around. Let them know that it's their job to pass righteous bills that protect every human being from harm. Let them know you will not support a heartbeat bill because it intentionally sacrifices some babies to save other babies, and it fails to protect children from homicide. Demand that they file or support a bill to ignore and nullify Roe, and that if they do not, you will vote them out and vote someone in who will not discriminate against the preborn. Brothers and sisters, we have to go beyond being pro-life. The time has come to defy tyrants on all fronts. The time has come to abolish legalized child sacrifice once and for all. Thank you, and may God bless you.